I'm hoping y'all can hear me now, man. It was saying that it couldn't hear me a second ago. See if some people come in here, hit that live thumbs up. Let me check real quick. Let me check what's going on here. Let me check. See if I can hear something. All right, now we can hear. Now we can hear. All right. When you come in the stream, please like the stream. Hope everyone's having a blessed day on this Thursday, which is cold out here in Ohio. I'm just getting my tattoo appointments together, coming on, checking in with the people. I haven't been on here for a while. I'm actually doing a lot of studying and trying to put some stuff together to get ahead this year, y'all. So y'all see what's going on in the world, man? Y'all see what's going on? This world is crazy. All right, let me see here. So Donald Trump, he's launching something called Board of Peace. The Board of Peace, right? Let's see here. There's been strong mixed reactions from global leaders, corporations. See, Trump is trying to do a lot right now. He got a lot on his plate. What y'all think? Ounce of Paradise, if you come back on, I was saying that I had just spoke you up. I was like, man, what happened to Ounce of Paradise? Man, she just disappeared. So, I'm trying to see if I can see the comments through here. I feel like there'd be a lot going on in this world. It's early. It's only 9 o'clock. I got a lot to do today. I got to call my people and see what's going on. With my granddad in Oregon, they're trying to lock the little guy up. Try to take his funds from him. I got to try to make sure he gets it together so they don't try to rob the little guy. But how's everyone doing today? Does anyone need to learn anything? So on my channel, I can't really do the AI thing no more, like a whole bunch of AI teaching, and I don't want to be the boring teacher. Like, I ain't no history teacher that wants to teach no boring class. So YouTube don't monetize me, so a lot of my teachings will be going to TikTok, and then I will be doing straight videos like this and just teaching y'all what I've learned through my experiences. It's a lot of stuff, man. I don't understand how there's so many people that went to school and got an education that don't know how to think. They know how to take instructions, that's what it is. They don't know how to think for themselves. What do y'all think? Y'all think people know how to think for themselves these days? Or is our system, our education system, molding people just to follow directions? Or has it been like this? Has it been like this and I'm just now waking up? But the drawings you see behind me are all the tattoos I've done. Well, not all of them, just some of them. But all of them, every last drawing. I try to teach people how to get some money with the tattoos. That would be beautiful. So what I'm working on today, I got to work on editing a music video for the homie. Editing a video. I gotta do these tattoo appointments. YouTube live. See, I got a checklist, y'all. You put a checklist together, you start making stuff happen, and it starts being more consistent, and it starts being easy when you use strategy, right? Because YouTube likes you to have strategy. It wants you to post your content on certain days. It wants to know that you're around and that you're staying consistent, right? So my channel, I'm a little bit all over the place, right? That's why it's the University of Life, right? So the University of Life, you can come here, you can check out. I'll teach y'all about animals, how smart they are, right? Then there's a whole bunch of other stuff, right? There's religious stuff. I teach people AI stuff. It's just I'm scattered. You got to go in there and check it out, right? So now I got to niche down and just stay to motivation and inspiration. After doing 15 years incarcerated and being free almost 10 years, and coming from becoming a gang member to basically a nerd, I don't see how the world is the way it is, man. It's just a whole bunch of stuff. You gotta think, I was sitting there making fun of someone the other day because I said they was scrolling in the shower. And then the group of people I was talking to, they're like, hey, we scroll in the shower too. I'm like, oh no, this is getting out of hand if you gotta take your phone device into the shower with you. Crazy. So, alright, so any YouTube videos. I'm gonna just go about my business. If people come on, y'all wanna say something, say something. I'm sitting here working on stuff. I'm trying to keep things rolling, right? So I got that. I gotta take these messages. Alright, let's see what else is happening. Greenland. U.S. Greenland. Yeah. I don't know why we went Iceland. Trump kept calling it Iceland. I used to call Greenland Iceland too. That's why I thought it was funny. I wasn't even really laughing at the president because Greenland, it is Iceland. It should be called Iceland. But I don't think we should just be going and disturb people for no reason. And so one thing, this YouTube algorithm, it changes it up. And so I want anyone that's out there that is doing any type of content just to stay patient. There's lots of people. I know I gotta stay patient on my channel because YouTube and the content that I put it out. YouTube had muted a couple videos this month. And it wasn't clickbait videos. I was really trying to teach lessons to get people's attention. And when you get someone's attention, it's easier to teach the lesson. See, but YouTube don't reward that. They want you to just teach. So I've survived a whole bunch of stuff that a lot of people couldn't even fathom in their head. So I feel like I'm obligated to teach people how to do stuff. And people need to learn how to wake up and open their eyes and see that most of society, most of the stuff that we learned has been lies, right? So that's why I always say to re-educate yourself from everything that you have been taught. Let me see if this volume's still working. I'll check.
Oh, that's snug.
I'll check. Yep, it works still. So what y'all got planned today? Anybody in the cut or y'all just watching? Most of these lives, I can keep up my lives because they don't really have AI in them. But almost 95% of my other content will be taken down. It'll just be unlisted. I'm not deleting videos no more. But if I want to get monetized, I got to do it the correct way. And even though I do AI and I spend hours and my own money doing it to teach people, that's not what YouTube wants. So that's why I said, out of respect, it's just probably the platform for me, right? I go live right now on Facebook, and it's gonna be a whole bunch of people. But it's not the crowd that I really want. It's a whole bunch of thirsty people that all they want is tattoos. But let's see here. We could get into, let's see, about some politics. Let's see. Trump is changing the world behind the scene. Everyone slamming Trump. It matters what you watch, right? This is how controlled media is. So let me ask a question. Hey, ChatGPT, can you hear me? All right, so my question is, who owns YouTube?
YouTube is owned by Google, which is part of Alphabet Inc. Alphabet is the big parent company that also owns Google Search and a whole lot of other tech ventures.
All right, so who owns Google?
Google, along with all its parts, is owned by Alphabet Inc. Alphabet is basically the umbrella holding company that was created in 2015 to separate Google's core businesses like search and YouTube from its more experimental projects. In other words, Alphabet owns Google and Google owns YouTube.
So who's in charge of Alphabet?
At the top of Alphabet is its board of directors and executives. The co-founders of Google, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, are still key figures, though they step back from day-to-day roles. Currently, Sundar Pichai serves as the CEO of both Alphabet and Google, overseeing the whole operation.
All right, so let me think here. So where are they from?
Google was born out of Stanford University in California. Larry Page is from Michigan, and Sergey Brin immigrated from the Soviet Union as a child. So you could say their tech empire is rooted right in Silicon Valley.
So are they Republican or Democrat?
When it comes to political leanings, large companies like Alphabet, neither Alphabet nor Google as a company has a political affiliation. They are a tech corporation.
No,
And
I'm not talking about Google or Alpha. I'm talking about the Larry Cat and the Brin.
Larry Page and Sergey Brin tend to keep their personal politics pretty private. Historically, they've supported causes that align with various social and environmental initiatives. But publicly, they haven't declared themselves as Republican or Democrat.
So if you were to guess, though, what would they line up with more?
I can't guess their personal leanings, but I can say that Silicon Valley leaders often support policies around innovation, global collaboration, and climate action. That said, individuals are complex. Without them saying it, we can't assume.
For sure. So, yeah, there's a couple things I'm studying right now. And I needed to write those down. I'm trying to figure out the world's top leaders who got the most money without saying, Elon Musk got the top money that's claimed anyways. All right, so now I gotta get to these messages. I gotta go here. See how fast I can answer these messages. I got like 9 of them. Next. Saturday's the 31st. Yes, that's cool. What time would he like? I have it open at the moment. If y'all hear snoring, that's my fat puppy. Can you come at 11? Question mark. And this is spam. I try to stay away from spam. Yes, what kind of tattoo would you like? So I know the timing. So I know when to schedule you. Alright, boom. I got them. Are you free January 30th? What time would you like on the 30th? I haven't wrote no one down yet. I'm just now getting to that. Y'all want to hear some prank phone calls? Y'all want to make a prank phone call? No, let's see. I wonder if I do got that prank phone call app. Oh, I do. Let's see. I'm too grown to be doing prank phone calls on people, huh? So if you rewatch this, comment prank phone call in the comment if you really watched it. Let's see here. Let's see, let's do this one. Allow. Now let me see here. Who haven't I got before? That would probably go crazy. I haven't did no prank calls in a minute, y'all. I don't know, I'm like a big kid sometimes. I might not want no prank calls on people. Dang, I got a lot of people in my con. I had this phone for almost 10 years. There's so many people that I see that's not even here no more. It's crazy. The other person can't hear me. Top of the morning, people. Top of the morning. Anyone got anything interesting y'all want to talk about? Because obviously, I like to talk about what's going on in America. Not everyone in the chat's from America. So, right now I'm doing a prank call on somebody. And so they're talking. It says, we'll see what it does. I don't know. I haven't did these in a long time. I'm just trying to see what this algorithm is. If you can, like the stream, if you pass through, even if you just come in and out, it'll help push the algorithm up. I got a lot of different content on my channel if y'all want to check it out too. All right, let's see here. I don't know where you check. Save reactions. I wonder where you find when you're doing that. See, I'm gonna have to go through this and check it out, because this would be funny to do on people. So I got a couple more messages I gotta do. I just wanted to come on here for 30 minutes. I'm gonna do a couple 30 minutes live here and there throughout the day, y'all. So if y'all stop through and y'all see this one, I'm just trying to get the algorithm back into motion, and then I'm gonna upload about 7 different videos to get the algorithm back to how the channel should be. So it's basically got to be another channel reset. What's up, Desert? So what happened, Desert, is I was going through, I had ChatGPT talk to YouTube Studios, right, about my content, because like I like to teach a lot of stuff. I'm having a great day. I like to teach, like I don't like to be a boring teacher. So when I teach stuff, I want to teach with like AI and stuff that'll keep people's attention and hook baiting and all that. And so the last like 3 videos I try to put out, AI, I've been muted. YouTube's muted me, right? And then, so I was trying to figure out what's going on, because I don't use copyright. I make everything from scratch. Like the last video, the Why We Feel Divided, that one I spent like almost 50 hours. I had to draw every picture and then bring it to life with AI, right? But not just bring it to life how I needed to bring it to life. So it's telling me I couldn't even do like a Bart Simpson episode. So say I made my own Bart Simpson. Yeah, I be careful with ChatGPT. Yeah, I already know. And well, if you go back to the beginning of this live, because I was kind of bored what I was doing, I was trying to see who owned YouTube, right? And then from there I went to, well, I know it's Google, but then I knew it was Alpha. But I was trying to break it all the way down, because America's messed up right now, right? And so a lot of people don't want to talk about what's going on. Like, I'm a tattoo artist, and 90% of the people that come through don't even know what's going on in America right now. Oh, I heard about it. All right, so I keep telling people for a while now, like it gotta been like a year and a half. Watch that movie Civil War. Watch the movie Civil War. Watch the movie Civil War. Everyone was looking at me like I'm crazy, like I'm a radical or extremist, or I'm losing my mind. I watch too much news. I'm like, bro, no, I just pay attention. Like, I don't let it stress me out per se. No, I just pay attention to what's going on. If people don't see what's going on, or they see what's going on and they don't care until it affects them, and then they're like, well, why ain't there no food in the grocery store? Why are they all robbing the stores of the food out the grocery stores? No one's gonna understand what's going on because no one's paying attention. You got a whole bunch of stuff. It's just so much topics that I feel like that YouTube, when I get to speaking about certain things, that YouTube will like calm me down, right? So Desert said it's gonna happen. People will know it because they're ignorant. For sure, right? And that's why I try to teach with a positive way. So what I was saying is, at the beginning of the conversation, is that YouTube was basically saying, like, out of the 66 videos I got up, 67, whatever, that like 50 of them's not monetizable, right? And then I already been demonetized, so next time they might take my channel. But I came up with a plan with YouTube Studio and AI, right? So I just got to start doing stuff like this about what's coming. That's why I love your content. Yeah, so I feel like that's crazy. I feel like we're the same type of people, but in a different spot, and we're seeing the same signs, right? But it's crazy because it's not just you. There's like about 6 different people I know, and a couple of them's in LA. I'm not sure exactly. I think you're in California. I'm not positive, but more people are woke where they see what's going on. Like, I'm in Ohio. This will probably be one of the last states that go under, right? People don't understand what's going on. They just don't. They trust their government. Think about COVID, right? I didn't get a COVID shot. My granddad said, well, if you didn't get a COVID shot, I'm not going to have you come near me. Okay, you're in LA. That's what's up. Oh, San Diego, 619. That's what's up. I got a lot of homies in San Diego and in California. I'm actually doing a music video today for the homie. He was on No Jumper podcast and stuff. His Crip Jesus. I do music videos, editing and stuff like that. So that's what I think with my AI is what I'm gonna have to do is just start creating music videos and doing stuff like that for people as projects, and then just learn that for fun. And then with this, I can't talk politics because it's muting me out. So I'll be stuck about what I want my channel to do because I'm like a nerd. I can teach people about everything. Like a gangbanger that did 15 years locked up, right? I've been through all kinds of struggles. And then I just became a nerd. And a dog saved my life. How you doing? Grand Rise. How you feeling? How you feeling? So, yeah. So I said the same thing, right? I'm like, all right, so if YouTube don't want me to say what's going on with the world, that's why I was trying to figure out who ran YouTube, right? Because just like social media, if you turn on Fox News, you're going to hear everybody bad mouthing Trump. No, hold on, it's the other way around. Everybody's going to be loving Trump. But if you turn on CNN, everyone hates him, right? But this is the picture that people are failing to realize, right? Whether you're Democrat or Republican, right? Just think about this. Anyone that's here that's Democrat, Republican, or that they think they know what's going on, just think about this, right? You got to follow the money. And whether you're a Democrat or Republican, let's just say I was a Democrat and Desert, you were a Republican, right? And I said something about Apex or a big company, right, where the billionaires run. I just threw Apex out there, right? And you said something about Apex, right? It don't matter if you're a Democrat, whether it was you or me. The next morning, Apex is going to be on our ass, and they're going to be on our team's ass, and they're going to tell the whole corporation we're going to shut down if you don't get rid of him. So, in the first place, I'm not going to be able to say what I want about Apex. And if I do, they're going to shut me down. So that tells me right there, it don't matter if you're a Democrat or Republican, you're being controlled by, and then I can't even say who by because you never know. It's only a few families, but I don't know. So after all my researching and all my studying throughout these years, I feel like we're all being lied to. We're all being lied to about religion. I use my gang stuff for example, right? It's all brainwashed. We're all being lied to about everything. And I hate to sound like a repetitive behavior, and I keep saying the same thing over and over, but like I don't understand how people went to college, got all these degrees, and then they come to school and they tell us that they tell our babies that Christopher Columbus discovered America. Desert said 100% lied to all of us. Yes, right? So what I got to do is I got to rethink and relearn everything I ever been taught, right? So like the first 14 years of my life, I was Christian. And then for the next maybe 24 years, I was Muslim. And then as soon as I took myself out the box, I start realizing that almost all the religions believe there's someone in the sky coming back, right? So then I'm like, all right. And then you start studying state and laws and all this other stuff, and you start seeing the true picture of what's coming out. Not saying that there ain't no God. I'm not saying that. I just believe that we don't know who God is. We're not smart enough to know that, I believe. Desert said, that's a lie. Christopher Columbus did not discover America for sure. Matter of fact, he didn't even step foot in North America. And the Vikings was here 500 years before Columbus. And then think about how we talk about the Indians, right? We talk about the Indians like they're not even here no more. well, Christopher, they were killing Indians and this and that. Well, how about we just go ask a real Indian that lives around the corner, right? We talk about the Indians like they're not even here, or we don't talk about the black Indians, or there was different types of Indians, right? So Desert said, religion is man-made. There is a higher power. That's right. That's right. I believe that too. And so I got a lot of people that's mad because I'm awoke. I don't understand why people are mad at me because I'm awoke. You know what I mean? Like, I woke up. I don't know why God snapped me out of it. Because all my life, I wasn't woke. I was like, always the smart gangbanger. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was the one that I always taught. I always taught even when I was little. Like, I'll teach you how to steal a car. I'll have crash dummy stuff, like self-destruction, right? So now that I'm older, the little homies they do seem to they listen to me, man. And so I feel like it's obligated for me to tell them, but I don't want to tell them in a boring way. Don't touch the fire. It's hot. The stove is hot. People are always gonna hate. Yep, for sure. Brush that shit out. For sure, for sure. I feel like it don't matter if you're burning Bibles or selling them. People are gonna talk about you. All I say is, all I want people to do is research. When I say something, 9 times out of 10, I've done my research on it. I might not know every turn to Matthew 5, Luke 10, this, that, right? I might not know every atom on the this chart and that chart, and I might not know how many, well, I do know how many moons Mars has, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to be brainwashed into a box and just believe one thing. So when you take yourself out the box, so the best way I explain it is I was in a tornado, right? And I had many chances to get out the tornado, but I tantrum. You know, I'm crazy. I'm gonna stay in this tornado. And everyone else is looking like, man, this dude's tripping, man. What's going on? And finally I came out the tornado and I see what everyone else sees. And I see all kinds of lost souls still in that tornado. Let's see. But YouTube will mess with your channel. Yep, I believe it. Like, I really do, because like, all right, so for example, right, I've studied the algorithm, so I feel like this is just real, right? I could grab ripped up paper, right? Let's just say I grabbed some ripped up paper and I went live 6 times a day and I just threw paper at the wall. Jordan for 3, Jordan for 3, Jordan for 3, Jordan for 3, Jordan for 3. Don't you know the algorithm will pick it up? You know what I mean? All right, well, have a blessed day, Tantrum. She said, have a blessed day, Tantrum. I was reading your comment, right? All right, have a blessed day, Desert. Stay blessed. But yeah, basically, it's just crazy how the algorithm works. You know what I mean? That you could take paper and throw it and pick up more of the algorithm will pick you up more than when you teach somebody about the amendments or your constitutional rights, because they don't want us to know them. Because at the end of the day, it seems like it don't even matter if you do know them. You can know the constitutional rights, you can have the law and everything, but as soon as you get that wrong person behind you, it's over with. But it is cool that I guess YouTube did. I be feeling like I be shadow banned by YouTube sometimes, and they do mess with your channel and they watch and want to make sure you're not doing nothing crazy. I get it, but they ain't gotta worry about me. I've been free 10 years and I ain't going back. I ain't no crash dummy, no more. But yeah, it's crazy. At first, the algorithm would pick up and there would be tons of people flopping in and out, right? And then, now it's like, well, we'll see. We'll just send the notifications out. So, trying to catch some. I need to go right here and go like this. Bam, boom. See, I can switch. Right here. Yeah, so I try not to go in on too much though. Too much on the, let me see, I could pin a comment. I wanted to reactions, timestamps, participants. Alright, yeah, so I gotta finish writing this down. And then I gotta finish doing my tattoo schedule. And I still gotta get on there and coach the little homie on 2K. Yeah, I gotta do that in about 30 minutes. I gotta show him his jump shot because he's tired of losing. And so he was humble enough to ask me to show him how to play it. I actually beat that game 3 out of the last 5 years. And to beat 2K is a hard thing. But it's a waste of time too. You don't want to spend all your time in the game. You could be learning and getting money and trying to succeed in life. I be trying to show y'all how to get money in different ways, right? So I was thinking about I could do that too on my YouTube channel. I think I'm gonna start doing classrooms where I have real life speakers just come in and speak about different stuff. Different speakers. I need real life interviews with real life people. So I'm got the Zoom down. I got all the equipment I need. I just gotta get in there now. I gotta make time because I got a lot of family issues going on, and then I got to always try to keep up because that's what the world is: keeping up, keeping up, keeping up. But yeah, Ounce of Paradise, when you come back and watch this, just know that I had just spoke you up. I said, man, what happened to the homie Ounce of Paradise? And I think it's because YouTube switched it around so the notification bell ain't. They try to see, they switch it around so they'll say who's recent. Like, who's this recent people? YouTube does resets too, and they experiments all the time. Keep that in mind, y'all. And so, like, if you go back and you look from last year, YouTube, when you go onto somebody's thing, YouTube had 4 different videos someone could choose from, and then there was no shorts, right? Oh no, all right, so if you go back 2 years ago, it was 5 videos, right? No shorts. Then you go back last year, I think it was 4 videos and 2 shorts. Now if you go to the homepage, like say you reset and then you hit the YouTube button when you come on, I think you're gonna see 2 videos and like 4 shorts, right? So that shows you that it's gonna be harder for your content to be pushed because it's given 2 choices. It's probably gonna be a high creator and then a low creator and then a whole bunch of shorts. And the thumbnails and stuff and the shorts, it's a lot of competition, so you got to keep that in mind too, people. And then just know that the algorithm's always changing, so all you got to do is keep trying and keep uploading. And if they don't like your channel, they don't like your channel. There's obviously someone in the background that runs all this. And obviously they like vidIQ. vidIQ is a good channel. If y'all ain't hip to vidIQ, it's a good tool they got. And they got a pretty good team. And if you listen, they do show you how to succeed, like consistent thumbnails and stuff like that. But me, I do YouTube for fun and to teach people, and I'm not gonna let no one tell me what I can and cannot do. So before that happens, I'll be off of a platform and on to the next. Cause like I said, I could go live on Facebook, and there's gonna be probably 50, 60 people that join off the rip, and then more will come, right? But that's the people that know me in real life. So now I'm trying to get around the people that never met me and they don't know the type of trustworthy individual I am. And so it's a lot harder when you don't know people. And so to me, that's the struggle on YouTube. So it's always going to be a struggle. Even when you get monetized, YouTube is going to come up with a way how not to pay you if they can, right? And then after that, there's going to be more speed bumps. You can ask the biggest creators. So the point is when you do make some money on YouTube, take that money and invest it. Invest it. And don't invest it all back in YouTube, but you want to make your YouTube channel correct and you want to have things put together. So it is what it is. I got to figure out a consistent method on how I'm gonna do this videos. It's hard for me to keep a consistent schedule because my tattoo schedule is so inconsistent, right? And then my sleeping patterns, and then like I'm a night owl, and I like to study, and when I get to studying, I get lost in my studies because I study like a little kid. I go down rabbit holes that people don't think about going down, and then sometimes you don't like what you find out. But it is what it is. Today is Thursday, January 22nd. I'm writing this down right now. Three more messages to respond to. But alright, y'all. Well, came to see if anyone tapped in. It is early. Like I said, if you do rewatch this rerun, I'm gonna come back later on tonight and do another live. I'm gonna start trying to do 2 a day. I'm gonna try to get it down consistently. Maybe I was thinking 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock live, right? So that way it ain't too late, and then I can do some for my night owls too. So y'all have a blessed day, and just take care of your families. And remember this, y'all, whether it's a gang member, I'm gonna leave y'all with this, whether it's a gang member, whether it's the army, whether it's the police, no matter who it is, do not let nobody with a mask come in your house and take nobody from your family. I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Have a blessed and peace day, y'all.